This video was brought to you by the lovely members of my Patreon. Hey guys, it's Kat and I'm back with another random reaction video. You guys know I've been trying some new stuff out on this YouTube channel, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying these really random videos. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that has truly shocked me, I guess. I've only watched this video once, so I wanted to watch it a second time with you guys and get a reaction from me and also get your guys' reaction. So we're going to be talking about the Miya Ponsetto case.
You might remember this video. Miya Ponsetto approached 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. at a New York City hotel last month, accusing him of stealing her phone. His father, jazz musician Keon Harold, recorded the encounter and accused Ponsetto of racial profiling.
We have what you see two black people.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Now, the video shows Ponsetto trying to stop the teenager from leaving the hotel lobby and then rushing toward them. Hotel surveillance video shows the 22-year-old woman tackling Keon Jr. Now, he never had the phone. It turned up several minutes later at the hotel. New York City detectives went to California yesterday to coordinate Ponsetto's arrest in connection with the confrontation. She was contacted at a traffic stop in Ventura County near Los Angeles. Officials say that police had to pull her out of the car when she refused to get out.
This has led to a lot of conversation on social media about racial profiling, and she had this interview with Gayle, which was truly shocking to me. So I thought that I would kind of have a conversation with you guys about it. I'm very curious what you guys have to say about this, so let's watch this reaction.
Miya, help me understand, what made you think that Keon had your phone? That's why I'm confused. Why did you think he had it?
I was approaching the people that had been exiting the hotel, because in my mind, anybody exiting
She's got a
is probably
hat
the one
on that says daddy.
might be the one that is trying to steal my phone. I admit, yes, I could have approached the situation differently, or maybe not yelled at him like that and made him feel, you know, maybe some sort of inferior way, making him feel as if I was like hurting his feelings, because that's not my intention. I consider myself to be super sweet. I really never ever meant for it to like hurt him or his father either.
Are you saying that you were stopping everybody in the lobby, asking them about your phone? Is that what you're saying?
Not everyone, just the people.
Just the black people.
In the meantime, while the hotel manager was checking the footage, I just wanted to do my part.
Oh my God, her lawyer looks dead in the eye.
You just
like she's
described
just
yourself
dead.
as
Like
super
doesn't want to
sweet.
be
I know
there.
you've seen the video. When you look at the video, the reaction seems very extreme.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's someone who's super sweet.
How would you feel?
Not at all.
If you were alone in New York and you know, you're going to spend time with your family during the holidays, and you lose the one thing that gets stolen from you that has all of the access to the only way that you're able to get back home.
Okay,
I just don't think I would randomly attack people, is what I'm saying to you. I know you said you could have handled it better, but I just don't think I would randomly attack people in the manner in which you did. What do you think when you look at that video? You're standing there in your leggings and your flip-flops, and it looks like you're just going nuts, for lack of a better word.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
I don't feel that that is who I am as a person. I don't feel like this one mistake does define me, but I do sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, apologize that if I made the son feel as if I assaulted him, or if I hurt his feelings.
You literally did assault him.
I don't believe one mistake defines anybody.
You literally did.
I think when I look at that particular video, you did more than just accuse him. The video seems to show that you physically attacked this young boy.
Yeah, oh God, I can't believe
she too, right?
But at the end of the day, the dad did end up like slamming me to the ground and pulling my hair.
We don't see that on tape. That's not on the tape, hon. It really isn't, though.
I will say that.
Yeah, but I think, you know, the video we saw, it looked like you had just attacked his son.
Yeah, the footage shows me attacking his son. Of attacking him how? Yelling at him? Yes. Okay, I apologize. Can we move on?
I know you're saying I don't need to, I just want to apologize, but I do think that there should be some context to your actions that day.
Okay, so basically, I'm a 22-year-old girl. Racism how is one girl accusing a guy about a phone?
You jumped on him, though.
Crime. Where is the context in that?
Miya,
what is the deeper story
Miya,
here?
That's not the problem. You have to at least understand your actions that day. You seem to have attacked this little boy, this young boy, this teenager, You seem
14.
to have attacked this teenager
14.
about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone. That's the thing. I mean, you're
her
saying,
phone
look,
showed
I'm
up in an
22
Uber
years old.
later.
You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22. I get it.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right, Gayle.
Girl, listen. Now, I have so many things to say about this because there's just something about this that just blows my mind. I can't imagine doing this. There's no part of me that can see myself being this bold, being this disrespectful. Now, I know every Black person in the audience is gonna understand where I'm coming from with this, but like, to me, I look at Gayle, and Gayle is like my mom, okay? And you would never, don't you ever raise your hand to your mother like that. Don't you ever raise your hand to your mother like that. If every older Black woman that I see, even if we're not related, there's familiarity there for me. And I'm like, that's like my mom or my aunt or somebody older than me who I have respect for, right? And there's just something really wild to me about feeling so comfortable doing that. Here's the thing, I agree with her on a couple of things, right? First and foremost, if I was traveling and I lost my phone, I would freak out. You guys know I used to travel a lot for work. I have been definitely in a similar position where something messes up with my phone and I freak out. I understand that emotion of being alone in a city with, yourself relying entirely on your phone and not really knowing how to emotionally handle it. I have been there, I empathize with that. I also agree with her when she says that you're not defined by the one mistake you make. Absolutely. But what blows my mind, what like literally blows my mind is how all of this happened, right? All of this is true. And it's like she doesn't even want to sort of even try to put on a show to counteract that image, right? And what's wild to me was this was the interview that she could have taken and she could have presented herself differently. She could have been kinder, nicer, and less of the exact person we saw of her on camera. And she might have, gotten some sympathy from some people, probably misguided people, but she would have gotten some sympathy, right? I understand and respect that there are some people who, we have all these conversations about respectability politics, and I get it. I'm not gonna come here and act like respectability politics are not unhelpful in so many ways, but she could have tried. She could have tried. Like if I was going on trial for something, I would not show up to court like this. Let's just get that straight. I would not show up to court like this. I wouldn't even show up to court showing this much shoulder. We can criticize all of the reasons why in society us holding those things up is unhealthy and wrong and patriarchal, and I hear you on that. I really, truly do. But to me, there's a time and a place. And this interview where you're trying to encourage people to see you in a slightly different light, this interview that is giving you an opportunity to speak up for yourself, that's really not the time to wear a daddy hat and to be brazen. Like, sometimes when I see people like this, it's like we just live in totally different worlds and we just have, I hate to say it, totally different upbringings, Personally, for me, what I'm stuck with is the fact that she cared so little about this, that this is how she decided to present herself.
We're learning more about the young woman who falsely accused a Black teenager of stealing her iPhone.
Any regrets, Miya?
I'm good, thank you.
Her identity is now revealed to be Miya Ponsetto. A photographer caught up with her as she was leaving a McDonald's in Southern California where she lives.
I'm actually 22, so I don't know what the problem is here.
No, but
and I'm also Puerto Rican, so thank you.
Now, I know that there are some people who watch my channel for some strange reason and they want to debate with me about stuff like racial profiling. We're genuinely not gonna have that conversation. I have been in stores and been followed through the store because the people who worked at the store assumed that I didn't have money to actually patronize the store. I go to a grocery store pretty close to me, actually, and I remember walking down, you know, one aisle, and then there would be an employee who just happened to go down that aisle. Every aisle I went, he followed me the whole way up to the point where I got to the register, like I was gonna steal something from this grocery store, which is in my neighborhood that I patronize every other day, right? It was insulting, and this is just part of being Black, being racially profiled. It's part of it, and I don't think that you're some sort of victim or something for acknowledging that. That's part of being Black, as people are going to project really shitty racist stuff on you, right? And she took that and then translated that into assaulting a child. I know that there are some people who watch my channel who are 14. I love you, baby, but to me, you're a child. You are a child, and a 14-year-old is a child. And she was like, I'm 22. I'm 22. Like, her assaulting somebody who is, I'm not great at math, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 7 years, 8 years, 8 years younger than you. See, girl, I'm an artist. Like, I'm not good at math. But like, you assaulting somebody who's 8 years younger than you is like that's like, I'm sorry, you're much older than him. You're much older than him. You're almost 10 years older than him. Why are you making it seem like, and this is what bothered me the most, why are you making it seem like you're just this delicate flower who, you know, isn't capable of doing harm? Something else I wanted to talk about was, apparently Miya Ponsetto is Puerto Rican. I think that people need to understand that anti-Blackness and racial profiling Black people does not only happen at a white person's behest, you know? A lot of times people of all races have internalized white supremacy, anti-Blackness, etc., in a way where them profiling a Black person, them expressing similar racist ideals towards a Black person is just encouraged, you know? They're encouraged to do so that they feel a closer proximity to whiteness, right? And that's something that, I mean, a lot of cultures is very, very prevalent. Anti-Blackness is not something that is only practiced by white people. I don't know what to say. To me, there's something about our culture that got here, and that's something that I wanted to bring up. Like, there's something about the way that she got here that like is really hard for me to process. Cause I mean, listen, I'm 30, okay? I'm 30, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, is it the internet? Is the internet making people just be like, oh, whatever, you know? I'm like, it's like fashionable to be disrespectful. Like, oh, fuck, I mean, I understand fuck authority. I get all that, you know, totally there with you. But like, there's just a general indecent treatment of other people that I have a really hard time wrapping my mind around. Like, I would never go out of my way to be mean to another person. I would never go out of my way to ruin somebody's day and be unpleasant towards them. And I have such a hard time understanding how she could do that and then walk away from it and then feel good about herself. Like, there's something inside me that really just genuinely struggles with that. Like, how could she do that and then feel like people are upset with her for like no reason? Yes, I agree with her that not everyone should be defined by the one mistake that they make. I totally 100% agree. But there's not being defined by your mistake, and then there's not owning up to your mistake, and that process of you not owning up to your mistake making the mistake even worse, because it truly does. I, again, fully identify with the emotion of being in a different city with a phone that you rely on and that phone disappearing or not working, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I get that. That's a real valid emotion that I have no problem saying is valid, right? But you don't take your shit and then make somebody else's day terrible because of it. You just don't. You just don't, you know? And that even goes to just how you treat staff. Like, you don't treat people like that. And it makes me sad that our culture has shifted in a way where treating people like that is seen as like badass. You know, it's like badass to like put your hand up in front of a news presenter and say, okay, Gayle, stop. As she's trying to help you, as she's giving you a platform for you to speak for yourself and defend yourself against all the people online. Like, it blows my mind. Anyway, on that note, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this. If you made it through this entire video, please put this emoji in the comment box below. We love the people who put the emojis here. All the people who put the emojis here are just the hottest, coolest people with the best phones, you know, and the best attitude. People who put the emoji in the comment section, like, they're on another level. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're definitely better than everyone else. I don't like to say that out loud, but we're talking one-on-one, so we can say that, but like, if you put the emoji in the comment section, I'm not saying everybody else is inferior, I'm just saying that you're better than them. So do with that what you will. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.